Hi, I'm Amanda, and welcome to All Access Eats. Some of you may already know me as an actress and a filmmaker and the daughter of Meatloaf, but what you might not know about me is that I have a passion for cooking, and I especially love cooking for my friends and family. See, I grew up on a tour bus, traveling the world with my dad, and some of my earliest family meal memories come from those that we had backstage with Dad's band and crew. And my earliest culinary experiences come from learning to cook those comfort foods from chefs all around the world who were cooking for our big tour family. So now I'm here to share all of those stories and recipes with you. I live in Kentucky now, but for 2 decades, I called Southern California home. And this summer, I've been pretty nostalgic for those Southern California flavors. And what that means to me is seafood and Latin American cuisine. So today, I'm gonna show you how to make my grilled salmon tacos. So the first thing we wanna do with our salmon is prep it for the grill. And as the legendary chef Thomas Keller taught me, acids and salt enhance the flavor of your food. Anything else is gonna change those flavors. And I want the salmon to be the hero of this dish. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna lightly salt the salmon. Next, we are gonna make a little sort of a marinade. It's also going to help the salmon from sticking to the grill. So we're gonna add a few tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil, about 2 tablespoons there. And I'm gonna add 1.5 tablespoons of fresh squeezed lime juice. And these are farm-raised salmon that I got here. All right, so the salmon is ready to go. Straight onto the grill, just like that. Next, we're gonna prep the tomatoes for the grill. So flip these tomatoes over. I'm gonna salt them pretty heavily. We're gonna just lightly brush these tomatoes with some extra virgin olive oil. So now the salmon, the tomatoes, and these beautiful pineapple spears here, these are all gonna go on the grill at the same time. The tomatoes are gonna go face down on the grill for about 2 minutes. The pineapple is gonna go on for 1 to 2 minutes on each side. And the salmon is gonna do 7 minutes on each side. So we'll come back and show you the tomatoes and the pineapple in just a minute. So for me, fish tacos absolutely have to have some coleslaw on them. They're just really bright and crisp and add a really nice flavor. So my coleslaw starts with 1/4 of a purple cabbage, 1/4 of a green cabbage, and 1 stalk of carrot, all shredded. Now, normally in Latin American cuisine, you're gonna find a lot of cilantro. Unfortunately, this spring, we weren't able to grow cilantro in our garden, but look at this. I was able to grow this beautiful, beautiful giant basil. So, as Theodore Roosevelt once said, do what you can with what you have from where you are. And we're gonna go ahead and use this basil in our slaw and later on in my salsa. We're gonna roll this basil up nice and tight, and we're just gonna do a simple chiffonade. So that should be about 1/4 cup of basil. We also grew some awesome green onions in our gardens, about 1 tablespoon. There's a lot of ingredients today, so if I miss any measurements of anything, go to my website and you'll have the blog there with all of the directions and measurements for you. Next, into the coleslaw, we are gonna make a dressing. First thing that's gonna go into that dressing is 2 cloves of garlic, finely diced. So we are going to now add 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. We're gonna add 1.5 tablespoons of lime juice, 1 teaspoon of white wine vinegar, and 1 whole tablespoon of honey. Go ahead and whisk this all up. We're gonna add a few good pinches of salt, a pinch of cumin, and a pinch of black pepper. Go ahead and pour that all on top of our greens. That looks good to me. And we're gonna go ahead and let this slaw rest and kind of come together while our salmon finishes cooking. But let's go check on the tomato and pineapple. Here they are, our beautiful tomatoes and pineapple, smoky and charred from the grill, looking gorgeous. I still have to wait for them to cool down a little bit so I can handle them and start dicing them. We're gonna go ahead and prep our tortillas for the grill, and this is super easy. All we're gonna do is just brush a nice light coat of olive oil. So tortillas are ready to go. I'm gonna go ahead and put these on the grill now and get them nice and toasty for our tacos. Now that our tortillas are on the grill, let's go ahead and make this salsa. This is gonna be awesome. Look at how gorgeous these tomatoes are. All right, so we're just gonna roughly. Now that I've diced the tomatoes, I'm gonna give them a quick pulse in the immersion blender just to break them down a little bit more. Beautiful. Now we're gonna finely dice this pineapple. So good, smoky, sweet. Next, I'm gonna add 4 cloves of garlic finely diced, 1 whole jalapeno, and I have de-seeded and removed the pith of this jalapeno. That lovely basil from our garden. Next up, this is a whole red onion that I've diced. I'm only probably gonna use about half of it. Give all this a good stir. Look how pretty that is. Tablespoon of olive oil in there. 4 tablespoons of lime juice. Couple good pinches of cumin. Pinch of pepper, probably a whole teaspoon of salt in there. I cannot explain to you how amazing this smells right now. So this is still a little bit warm from the grill. I'm gonna go ahead and cover it and put this in the fridge so that it's nice and cool when it goes on the hot tacos. We've got our beautifully grilled smoked salmon right here. Our slaws come together. The salsa is all set and ready. So let's assemble some tacos. The tortillas are nice and warm. Take a couple slices. Oh, beautiful. So flaky, so fresh and delicious. I'm just gonna do 1 nice slice of avocado. A little bit of this slaw right there. Just a little bit of this salsa here on top. Gorgeous. And then finally, all tacos need cheese, right? If you're not familiar, this is cotija cheese. It's a really mild cow's milk cheese, Mexican cheese, and it is perfect for tacos. It's one of my favorites, really similar to Parmesan. Doesn't that look beautiful? Let's take a bite. This has me doing my happy dance. So I've got all the flavors from the salsa, from the slaw. The avocado makes it nice and creamy. The cheese adds salt to it. But like I said, the real hero in this is the salmon. And that's why we only added salt, olive oil, a little lime just to enhance the salmon flavors. And it is beautiful. I hope you enjoy this. Thank you so much for watching this episode of All Access Eats. Please subscribe to my channel. Let me know what you think in the comments below, and come back next time for more recipes from the road.